Hey, my roommate's playing music again! Yay! What's up? It's the Culture Detective here investigating your favorite albums. And today I'm going to do a second review of the day, and that would be the new Lewis Cole album, Quality Over Opinion. So Lewis Cole is a synth funk pop singer songwriter, and the last time I talked about his music, it was when he released the album Time in the year 2018, which is a surprisingly fun, cutesy, awkward, like socially awkward album with some sick groovy jams that are kind of, like a loser's anthem. Like tracks like Weird Part of the Night and When You're Ugly are highlights on that album. I absolutely love those two tracks. But anyways, it's been 4 years and he has returned with Quality Over Opinion, and this time he's going huge because this album has 20 tracks and it is 17 minutes long. It is an enormous album. And I think partially because of that, there are a few tracks here and there on this album that feel kind of meh. So I wasn't that overwhelmed, or should I say surprised by this album, but there are some legit great songs here and there. So we have the album opener, aka the title track, aka the intro track. We start off with some eerie strings, and then Lewis Cole hops in with some awkwardly rapid fire lyrics about his creative process. It's an okay intro to the album, but I really don't think it slaps hard or anything. I don't think it's a great intro either, because the second track is tonally completely different. We have the track Dead Inside Shuffle, which is a catchy, cutesy synth funk jam with a skippy beat, and the hooks are so damn catchy and sticky on this track. And I also love the lyrics, where on this track Lewis Cole talks about how he's dead inside, but he's got to go on because life goes on, and that's the whole point of the song, and I love it. And speaking of great songs, let me just talk about the songs I love on this album for a moment. I like the track Bitches, which starts off with beautiful strings, and then these strings are completely wiped off the map with these bombastic, exhilarating guitars and these tight drums. It is thunderous, sharp, and exciting as hell. I love the track Failing in a Cool Way, which I believe is a track written in the perspective of his haters or his rivals. I like that I am failing, but in a cool way. And we have these video-esque ascending keyboards and these dry percussion, which makes this track really driving. There's the 7-minute long I'm Tight, which is groovy and funky. We have lyrics about how Lewis Cole lives his life, how he rolls, how he hates himself, and that's all right, and how he's tight. And the music video attached to that song is hilarious as well. Definitely one of my favorites of the year so far. Planet X is a really goofy, funny, dancey track with a cycling keyboard instrumental that's very sticky. It just plays in my head after listening to it a few times. And I love, love, love the track Park Your Car on My Face. The track sort of throws back to the 80s and the 90s with some nostalgic R&B elements, but then halfway through the track the horns come on and it's hilarious. It is really hilarious. Alright, outer moat behavior is also one of the highlights here. The track is essentially a keyboard instrumental track, and it's really fun and really tight. And I also like the track Let It Happen, which is not a Tame Impala cover, but it's still a really great track, a slow ballad at nearly 7 minutes long. We have synths slowly melting, and it's kind of pretty and gorgeous in a way, and I really like that. But aside from these highlights, it is indeed true that this album is packed with too many tracks. It's kind of bloated. The album ends off with a little piano thing, which literally is just a little piano thing. It has some clear pianos, and it sounds like an ending track to like a Coldplay album. It doesn't fit the tone of this album at all. And a lot of the tracks on this album just feel kind of lukewarm and basic. Albums like True Love, Forgetting, and Message are 3 of the most forgettable tracks on the album, in my opinion. Another highlight I would like to mention is Laughing in Her Sleep. Even though I'm not huge on the instrumentals, I like the lyrics a lot. They're really heartwarming. Lewis Cole basically talks about a girl who laughs in her sleep, and throughout the whole track he just wonders why is she laughing, like what's so funny, and sort of surrounding that. It's like a little chapter of a diary, and it's really heartwarming and nice. But that being said, though, overall, I'll say that there are many highlights on this album, and I really like that. But it is just a little too long. If he would have shaved maybe 30 minutes off of this album, like maybe take 6 of the weakest tracks out, this album would be an easy 8 out of 10. So yeah, this album is a 7 out of 10 in my opinion. So have you listened to the new Lewis Cole album? Quality over opinion. Comments below, let me know. Subscribe if you want more, and thanks for watching.